Noah and the Ark, God's big rescue. In the beginning, when God created the world, everything was good. But over time, people forgot about God. They became wicked and violent. Their hearts were full of evil, and they did not love or obey their Creator. God saw the great wickedness on the earth, and his heart was filled with sorrow. In Genesis chapter 6, God said, "I will wipe from the face of the earth the human race I have created, and with them the animals, the birds, and the creatures that move along the ground, for I regret that I have made them." But there was one man who found favor with God, a righteous man named Noah. Noah was working in a field praying. Noah loved God. He walked faithfully with him. So God gave Noah a special mission. God said to Noah, "I am going to put an end to all people, for the earth is filled with violence. So make yourself an ark of cypress wood." God told Noah exactly how to build the ark, a huge boat, longer than a football field, 3 stories high, with rooms inside. God said, "I am going to bring floodwaters on the earth to destroy all life under the heavens, but I will establish my covenant with you." Noah and his sons Shem, Ham, and Japheth started cutting wood and building the ark. Noah obeyed God completely. He did everything just as God commanded. It took many, many years to build the ark. During that time, Noah warned the people about the coming flood, but they laughed at him and refused to listen. People were mocking Noah, shaking their heads, going back to their sinful ways. When the ark was finished, God gave Noah another command. "Bring into the ark 2 of all living creatures, male and female, to keep them alive with you." Animals entered Noah's ark. Animals marched into the ark, Noah and his family leading them. God shut the door. Then, just as God said, the rains began. For 40 days and 40 nights, rain poured from the sky, and springs burst from the ground. The waters rose higher and higher, until even the tallest mountains were covered. Rain fell, but the ark floated safely on the waters. Every living thing on the earth perished except for Noah, his family, and the animals in the ark. They were safe because they had obeyed God. Peace was inside the ark. Noah fed animals and prayed with his family. After many months, God sent a wind to dry the earth. The waters slowly went down. The ark came to rest on the mountains of Ararat. The ark rested on a mountain peak, and birds were flying outside. Noah sent out a raven and then a dove to see if the land was dry. The dove returned with an olive leaf, a sign that new life had begun. Noah started smiling as the dove returns with the leaf. Finally, after over a year, God said to Noah, "Come out of the ark, you and your wife and your sons and their wives. Bring out every living creature with you so they can multiply on the earth." Animals and people left the ark joyfully into a bright, clean world. Noah built an altar to the Lord and offered sacrifices to thank him. God was pleased and made a beautiful promise. "Never again will I curse the ground because of humans. Never again will there be a flood to destroy the earth." A colorful rainbow appeared across the sky, and God set a rainbow in the sky, saying, "This is the sign of the covenant I am making between me and you and every living creature, a promise for all generations to come." Children were looking at the rainbow, families smiling, animals roaming peacefully. Noah's story teaches us a powerful lesson. When we walk with God and obey Him, He protects and blesses us. Even when others do wrong, we can choose to be faithful like Noah. And every time we see a rainbow, we can remember God's everlasting love and His promise to never leave us. Rainbow shining bright. Key lesson: obedience and faith in God bring protection, blessing, and hope, even in the hardest times.